guys, how you doing? My name is Cheese and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Dr. Stone episode 16. So if you guys haven't read already, I have decided to change my system sort of. So just my overall schedule of how I was planning to do all these reactions. So first I just assigned certain series to specific days of the week. So Monday I would react to this show, this show, this show. And I had every show assigned to a specific day. But I've decided to change that, so now I've just made one order of shows and I'm gonna go through every show in that specific order. So every series will just get its turn. And I thought that was just a lot more fair because with my irregular working schedule, it was really hard to predict how often I could react to certain shows. So I'm gonna try this out, and of course I decided to start off with Dr. Stone because Dr. Stone is just the best show to start off a week with. So today we'll be watching episode 16. I'm really curious about this episode. We've now finished that whole grand bout. We even cured Rudy, so she's all better. So I'm just really excited to find out how the story will continue from this point onwards. Maybe we'll focus more on Tsukasa again and his entire kingdom, who knows? But in any case, let's all right into the episode and find out. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Yeah, the same as his family name. Oh, really? Ooh. Was that her mother? Like the previous priestess, maybe? Right. Oh. Okay, so this is really interesting because apparently Senku has already solved every mystery, but I still don't get anything. And like in a previous episode, I already came up with a couple of theories, but maybe it's one of those theories or it's something entirely different. Who knows? But I think we'll find out in this episode and just focus on this entire connection between Senku and this village. Yeah, I realized it's Gen in the background on the television screen, I think. Oh, oops. Sorry about shaking. A Tale for the Ages. Oh, it's little Senku again. Showed interest in anything strange. Oh. Oh no. Hmm. Yes. Like we've seen all of this. Ooh. Does that really work with a doll? Oh. Oh, so he was trying to help his dad. Oh, but yeah, he saw how much effort Senku put into that thing. Yes, it's the thought that counts. Oh. Did he really go? was watching. Oh. Oh, that's some great father-son relationship. Really? I'm sorry, but I still don't see the connection between that whole story of going into space and that village. But I think that will come. It will come eventually. Shamir. Oh, she was just playing. Alright. And she looks awfully similar to Kohaku and Ruri. Dalia, Yakov. I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be remembering all these names right away, but. Connie. Oh, she's actually a celebrity. She has a nice voice. Oh, live from space? That's awesome. It sounds really like a Disney song though. Ah, Yuzuriha! Oh! That was cute. Yep. Oh, he was already researching those birds that time. Aww. That's sweet. Oh, that's what I would do if I were in space. Just play with food and gravity and the fact that there's no gravity. Oh. Oh, that's the green light. Oh, when everything was turned into stone. Oh, so his dad was in space when this whole thing happened. Yep. Through the entire world. Oh my god, now everything is starting to make sense. Oh, I totally get it now. There was just one important fact that I just forgot or just looked over. Oh, but I totally get it now. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm definitely gonna talk about this after the ending, but oh. Now everything makes sense. I totally get how Senku was feeling. Oh, but now, oh, I realized another thing that's actually quite sad, but yeah. Oh. Oh, and then this makes also sense. This part of the ending. Alright, so that was episode 16 of Dr. Stone. This was a really, really interesting episode. And in the beginning, I was just a little bit confused about this whole backstory, or at least I thought it was a backstory. The whole thing with Senku and his dad, how Senku's father trained to become an astronaut, and how Senku helped him. I thought that was all part of a backstory. Okay, never mind, it was partly a backstory, but then it smoothly shifted to how it's directly related to that entire petrification thing with the green light and how everything turned into stone that happened at the same time. So then I thought like, oh, it's really interesting because then we just get to see the same thing but from a different perspective, you know, from Senku's father's perspective. And then if you think about that connection with the village, it makes so much more sense. So I'm gonna explain this as how I think it all happened and how it's all related to that Ishigami village. So the father, Senku's father, went into space with a group of people. And I'm sorry, I didn't remember everyone's names, but I remember most of them. I feel like Lillian is especially the most important person in that group because she's definitely like blood related to Kohaku and Rudy, just because of her physical appearance. You know that she's their grandma, I think. So that group of people, of which I thought like it was just part of backstory. No, it was just happening at the same time. They saw the Earth turn into stone while they were up in space. So they were basically the only survivors, you could say, of that whole incident. So Senku's father suggested to go back to Earth. And from that point onwards, like, they didn't show yet what happened, but I can already guess what happened. So my guess is that they are the creators of the Ishigami village and they made children amongst themselves, and those children also got children, and that's how that whole entire family tree existed. And after 1,000 of years, I'm sorry, I just forgot how many years have passed exactly, but that was a long time, so there was a lot of generations in between. And that's the thing I forgot. I just forgot about that 1,000 or thousands of years that was in between, in which Senku was petrified. That's such an important detail, but for some reason I totally forgot about that. But if you include that fact, just this makes so much more sense. So Senku's father and that whole group went back to Earth in the real time, and then a lot of time has passed until Senku revived. But within that time, like, it was enough time to create an entire village and just start from the very beginning, you know. So basically Senku's father started that whole village the same way as Senku did. So that's the whole connection part. I'm sure they will also elaborate on that in the next episode and just completely tell how everything happened after they returned to Earth. But understanding this also made me realize another point, which is actually quite sad, is that because Senku's father never got petrified, you know, like, he went up to space, he was in space when that whole green light incident happened, so he never turned into stone. After that, he returned back to Earth, started that whole Ishigami village. But that means that by the time that Senku got revived, Senku's father was already long gone, you know. He died a long, long time ago, so there's just no way that Senku can meet his dad anymore. It's sad because I think Senku, until this point, he still had that slight hope that one day he could meet his parents again, like de-petrify them with the elixir he has made. But that's just no longer possible because his father never got petrified and he just passed away a long time ago, which is quite crazy to think about, you know? When you actually got revived after thousands of years, just knowing that your father already became like super old and passed away by the time that you were just stone. So I'm wondering if Senku is also feeling sad about that realization, or whether he has truly realized that fact. So I'm really curious about the next episode. I feel like we're just continuing with this, what I thought to be a backstory, but actually it wasn't. But I believe in the next episode we'll just continue with this whole side story, you could say. But I'm really excited to see how things are gonna continue in the next episode. But that was my reaction for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you could see my other reaction videos, you can always check out my channel for more and subscribe. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.